Alright, here we go. What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? What is today? Wednesday. Right. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Hope everybody has a happy New Year's Eve. I'm gonna do the next video after today on New Year's Day. So I won't be doing one tomorrow. But for today, since last week of the season, a lot of quarterbacks not playing, a lot of starters not playing, so I kinda wanted to do this now while it's still fresh in a lot of our minds. I'm gonna tier or rate, put quarterbacks in how I tier them. I'm gonna go in order. The way I have it set, Lee is top 5, right? Second tier, top 10. I might put quarterbacks who you can debate to be in the top 10 as well, right? Because tier lists, very debatable, controversial topic. Quarterbacks, in the conversation, in the mix for top 10. Average is pretty much 11 through 20, right? They're, pretty much what I just said about being in the top 10, right? You can debate them in the top 10. Like, it's not going to be in any order. Below average is, as it stated. And then you got bottom tier, trash, like Wentz, right? He's bottom tier. Is it all his fault? No. Is he trash to say? No, he's not trash. But he's a bottom tier quarterback in comparison to a lot of other quarterbacks. Just use that as an example. He might go below average, right? There's probably 3, 4, 5 other trash quarterbacks that can go in there besides him. Josh Allen played out of his mind this year. Probably the second best quarterback in the AFC. So you can say he's top 5 this year. Mind you, this is just how they played this year. I don't care what they did last year. Don't care what's going on for next year. This is just how they played this year. They've had one of the worst offenses this season. Granted, the last few weeks they played some trash defenses, so they looked good. But sorry, Mitch and Nick Foles, to me, y'all are trash. Big Ben, he's looked decent. He's definitely not top 5. He's fallen off. He's not top 10. Not playing last year because of injury. Set him back quite a bit. They don't have a legit number 1 because it's not Juju. People dropping passes everywhere. For now, I'm going to put him average. He might drop to below average. To me, Brady is still top 10 quarterback this year. Yes, he's had some bad games getting adjusted to Bruce Arians' offense. I'm going to put him top 10. Early in the season, some people still had him top 5. I'm going to keep him top 10 for now. Breeze, sorry, bro. You looked more finished than Brady. Brady's 6 years older than you. Brady's 43. Breeze is 37, 38. He just can't throw the ball down the field. He looks finished, right? He's just lucky to have Kamara. So to me, yes, he can look good throwing it to Kamara all he wants, but to me, he's average. And in order, I will put him above Big Ben. Burrow looked great as a rookie with what he had to deal with. He's not trash, but I would put him below average for now. He may not even play next year either. Like I said, that doesn't matter, but he looked decent. He looked like the guy for the Bengals before the injury. Pats fan here. Sorry to say this for my guy. I was excited to start the season, but bro, Cam, you're finished, bro. It's over. Time to pack it up, man. It was a good experiment because I had no expectations going into the season. None whatsoever. 0. The defense, the entire front 7 opted out and chilled at home because of COVID. So we had the number 1 defense in the league last year. They all decided to stay home. So I already knew our defense was taking a big hit on offense. We struggled to score at all last year with Brady. You add Cam, somebody who hasn't played, injuries left and right, surgeries left and right. He didn't even play last year. So this was to be expected. Either he got better or he's gonna be this. This is pretty much what he looked like in Carolina his last season when he played. Derek Carr, flashes of, I think it was his sophomore year when they won 11 games, right? They were the second seed, and then he got hurt. He showed flashes of returning back to that. Every time I looked, Henry Ruggs just wasn't even playing, or if he did, he didn't get the ball. They played very conservative. But he showed some flashes, right? He's not below average to me, at least not right now. I gotta take a look at the rest of the list first. I will put him at average for now. If we're including Tyrod Taylor, I would put them at below average. If we're using Tyrod Taylor as well, because he never looks good. And then again he gets hurt. But Herbert's that guy, right? Herbert's that guy. If it was up to me, I'd put Herbert here. If I'm even having it ordered, I would put Herbert here. But because Tyrod Taylor's there, they're below average. They're a below average duo because of Tyrod Taylor. But if we're using just Herbert, I have him here. Like I said, some of these guys are going to come down. Some might move up. Brady might even come down. Depends on how the rest of the list is going to go. The Kirk Cousins experiment, to me, is a failure. This is his third season. Twice they don't make the playoffs. And then last year they made it in overtime win against the Saints, right? Was it the Saints they beat last year in the playoffs? Overtime win. And then they get annihilated the game after that. So, and then you extended him. So you got more money tied into Kirk Cousins. So the experiment's over. They're paying him at least like a second-tier quarterback. And he's not top 10 at all. I don't think he was top 10 coming out of Washington. For now, he's average. He might come down as well. Can you rate Dak because he didn't play this year? His stats were amazing. As you can see with the Cowboys, they struggled to play football without Dak. So I think just on that alone, you can put Dak here. He's not top 10. I don't have him top 10, even before the injury. I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, they were able to put up points, but a lot of that was garbage time points. So pretty much he struggled in the first half, right? When it was a close game, tie game, one-score game, he struggled. And then when they're down 30, that's when you run a 2-minute offense. Defense is allowing you to throw the ball, in front of you. That's where he got all those points and all his stats. Sorry, it's true, Dallas fans. A lot of the yardage and points was garbage time points. So yeah. Wait, where is he? Oh, I put him at average. Darno, I'm sorry, bro. You gotta blame Adam Gase for this. You are bottom tier. With the second worst record in football, one of the worst offenses in football. It's mostly Gase's fault, in my opinion. Like, just look at Tannehill, right? He's having the time of his life. Where's Tannehill? Oh, right here. He's having the time of his life in Tennessee, right? Without Gase, he looks better, and he's playing better without Gase. Now Gase ruined another quarterback in Darno. Darno needs a new change of scenery. He has to. It's time. Now, if we're talking about, if this is a tier list for the most exciting quarterback, Fitzpatrick is up here. Fitzmagic. He's up here if it's most entertaining quarterback. I've been entertained by him since Tampa. But with Tua, I'm going to put him below average. Tua hasn't wowed me at all. His only great game was against Kansas City. And to beat Kansas City, you gotta outscore them. Like, it's gonna be it's gonna be a shootout. You gotta throw the ball. And that was his most impressive game. Stat wise, at least. Yeah, like, their offense doesn't look all that amazing until Fitzpatrick comes in and he moves the ball down the field. And they've struggled quite a bit. Like if it wasn't for one of their defense, they probably aren't where they're at right now. So I will leave them there for now. Jimmy G. Rumor has it come back to New England. I hope not. Yes, he looked great in New England. Yes, we probably should have kept him. A lot of people don't like the trade because we don't have Brady a few years down the line. But and when Brady got suspended for 4 games for Deflategate, Jimmy G got hurt twice in the 3 games that he played. Like nobody wants to talk about that. He got hurt. Like he has a history of injuries already, and he hasn't played that long. So I'm going to put him below average. Because even in his Super Bowl run with the 49ers, he didn't look good. Like, he didn't. Everybody wants to say, like, oh, Jimmy G, do the Patriots regret it? No, he didn't do anything. Anybody can hand the ball off. They probably would have won the game if it was Alex Smith. So, like, is he great? I mean, is he good? Yes. Is he great? No. I don't know. Goff, 2 years ago, he's up here. 2 years ago, he's up there. I don't know, man. Right now, he's looking like he's down here. He's looking very, very average. And there's a couple other guys that are gonna go in here and down here. So for now, I'm gonna put him below average for now because the offense just doesn't look good. Like, he looked amazing against Tampa, right? He looked fantastic, right? If we're going by that, he's up here. But he hasn't played like that consistently. Or at all, really. I don't even know how many other great games he's had other than outside of Tampa. I'll look that up for y'all right now. So yeah, I don't think I'm crazy. Rams. Okay, not bad. Yeah, 20 and 13, that's not great. 20 or 70 yards a game, that's not great. Wait. Why is this 390? This is 270. Yards per game. I don't know. I feel like Kupp quietly has this many yards. Because he hasn't looked good. Like, that consistently. Alright, so let's look at the schedule. Let's look at 20. Okay. I mean, in Philadelphia, their defense isn't great. 32, okay. 17 against the Giants. 30 against Washington. They're not great. 16 against the 49ers. 24 against the Bears. 17 against Miami. 16 against Seattle. This is when he looked great. This is when he looked his best. 27. 20, 198. Where's Miami? 355. And like I thought he looked like shit. 38, 24, 29. Granted, that's when he broke his thumb. Right? How many 300-yard passing games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 15 games. And 3 games below 200. This is even 209. 200. So that's pretty much 5 games below 210. Like I said, like the inconsistency from being like an elite quarterback. Where's the rating? Yeah. So where did I put him? Oh, so I'll put him at average for now. Worst case scenario, I'll put Drew Brees up here, but leave him there for now. Dwayne Haskins, trash. We're not even gonna go over it. Daniel Jones. I already have my eye on another bottom 5 quarterback, so I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have my eye on another bottom 5 quarterback, so he's not gonna go there. Daniel Jones will be below average. Like when he looks good, he's decent, right? The Giants are competitive. Right, their offense, they can put up points. It's just they're inconsistent, play calling. We know how Jason Garrett is. He doesn't have a true number 1 receiver. Who's it, Slayton? And that's if they can even catch the ball. I don't know why they gave him $40 million to Golden Tate. He looks old. Evan Ingram can't catch the ball. So, like, inconsistent. The offense as a whole is inconsistent, right? And Barkley, again, he's injured. So, who knows? Maybe he's up here if they have the pieces around him. A lot of people want to say Lamar. I mean, at the start of the season, he was elite. I can't put somebody in my top 5 that throws for 150 and runs for 100. Like, you're a great runner, right? But I can't put you top 5 quarterback if you can't even throw for 200 yards a game consistently. I'm gonna leave him second tier for now. Looking at the rest of the list, I might have to put him top 5. It's getting hard. At this point, I have to put Drew Brees up here because wait, the list is looking. Gotta fill out the top 10 somehow. I might have to ignore Tyrod Taylor and put Herbert up here. Like I said, like the list is gonna keep moving by the end. By the time I get to the end, so let's just keep it the way it is for now. Mahomes, second best quarterback in the league to me. He was the best up until maybe a few weeks ago. Offense is inconsistent. The offense outside of Travis Kelce becomes one-dimensional. It's just, somebody has to get open down the field, right? They can only throw deep passes outside of Kelce and their running backs. So they become very one-dimensional. And once you take away the deep passing game, they struggle outside of Kelce, right? So just along those lines, especially, I'm going to skip ahead and go to Rodgers. With how Rodgers has been playing, if Rodgers hasn't been playing out of his mind, I wouldn't have it like this. But the Chiefs have struggled. They've played in, 6 or 7 one-score games against, some of these opponents are much inferior opponents. Like, you score 17 against Atlanta, one of the worst teams in football, right? Defense is, ranked 30th? I don't know. And then Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Outside of Devontae Adams, who else does he have? Robert Tonyan? Like, that's his second best target? Like, come on. And Mahomes, he has Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and then everybody else, like the fastest man alive. Those are his targets. I think if Mahomes had like a possession receiver, like a slot receiver, like a Julian Edelman, somebody like that, a Cole Beasley, somebody that can catch the ball underneath, outside of Kelce. Like a Kareem Hunt before he did what he did. So to me, I feel like, and the running back was it Edwards-Helaire? Is he playing? I feel like he's hurt. I haven't seen him. I think he's hurt. So my MVP, by the way, is Aaron Rodgers. That is my MVP. It's Rodgers, Mahomes, and then Derrick Henry. That is my MVPs right now, in that order. I feel like the way COVID has went, like the football season has went with COVID and all the other stuff, Drew Lock took several steps back. I don't remember the name of his number 1 receiver, but I know he got hurt. I drafted him. Then obviously he went on IR, tore an ACL. I feel like he took a step back. I'm trying to think. I think he might be below average. That's how far he's fallen off. Yeah, he's fallen off quite a bit. He looked really good at the end of last season, so there was a lot of hope for him. Like, maybe the Broncos found their guy. But no, he's fallen off quite a bit. This dude right here, inconsistent as well. The way it's going, let me see. Elite, second tier. Maybe there's not that many elite quarterbacks. I don't know. Because I'm trying to see where to rate everybody else. But for now, Baker is definitely average. He's in either he's here or here. I'm trying to think. Either he's here. I think he's here. Right? He's had flashes. Baker has had flashes of he's fine. He's getting it, right? He's finally getting it. And then he has a game where he just struggles. Like look at the game against Baltimore. Right? He balled out. He played out of his mind. That was actually probably one of the best games of the season. That Monday night game. Then he plays it. I mean, sure, yes, he didn't have his entire receiving core. Pieces missing on the O-line. But he just didn't look good. He didn't look like he was, he could have led the team. Granted, the play calling was terrible. They could have just ran the ball. There's some other games too. He just doesn't like. He looks better without OBJ, basically, right? Even with OBJ, the first few weeks of the season, their offense just looks terrible. And I feel like when they were winning, they were just getting by because they got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield. And he's not somebody that can lead the team. Okay. I'm just going to do it. Herbert played like a top 10 quarterback this year. Let's just ignore Tyrod Taylor and the fact that their defense is terrible and they couldn't hold the lead. I'm going to put him there. I'm finding it hard to... Because I'm looking at the rest of these guys. I'm finding it hard to finish off the top 10. Gardner Minshew, I'm sorry, bro. Trash, bro. Kyler Murray definitely played like a top 10 quarterback this year. With the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, my favorite receiver. I had a brain fart. The addition of DeAndre Hopkins, they definitely played like a top 10 quarterback this year. Yes, they're highly inconsistent. Highly inconsistent as well. But when they looked good, he was amazing. I'm going to leave him there for now. I'm trying to see who else I can put. Right, there's 7 people here. There's 3 more names I know I can add up there. Just from here, I'm looking at the 3 names I can definitely add up there. Right, so like Phillip Rivers has the Colts 10-5 right now. Some games where he looks decent, some games where it's just, oh no, Rivers, you might be done. So I'm gonna put him here. Back with Kyler Murray. Like the game against the 49ers, that's like a wake-up call. To me, I think that's like a wake-up call to him. Because I feel like they overachieved this year. I feel like with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, it was a great step. It was a huge step in the right direction. But I just don't think they are a playoff team just yet. I feel like they need a couple more pieces, maybe another season. But I think 8-7 right now, I feel like they overachieved already. Matt Ryan, he has the stats to back it up. But, the offense is just too inconsistent, too stagnant all year. Not being able to finish in the red zone. I'm going to put him here. Let's see. Matthew Stafford. I didn't watch enough Lions games. Like, there's games where he looks good. Like, the ones that I've actually watched. But... like, Stafford is one of those quarterbacks that's hard to place. Because he has games where he's definitely top 10. And then he has games where he's I don't know. I'm going to skip him for now. I'm going to put Teddy down here. I was never sold on Teddy being a starting caliber quarterback. Like, I know he was a starter before, and he looked decent. Even last year, he looked decent in New Orleans. But never showed me anything where he was, like, I don't know. I was just never sold on him. Ryan Tannehill, he definitely has played like a top 15 quarterback. I'm gonna put him here. No, here. He's definitely played way better than last year. And last year the Titans were really good. This year, outside of like the Chiefs being so dominant, and this dude right up here, he's looked really good. Like you add like a passing, like the threat to being able to beat you with the pass instead of just Derrick Henry. Deshaun Watson has definitely played like a top 10 quarterback. I will put him up here for now. Yes, the team sucks. He has zero help, but yet he's able to put up numbers week in and week out. I'm gonna put Wentz here. Yes, the Eagles suck, but it's not his fault. The team around him is awful. The coaching around him is awful. The play calling around him is awful. You got a lot of fans that are just like, no, it's Wentz, it's Wentz, it's Wentz. It's just like, no, watch the game. The entire team is awful. The coaching, the game planning, people not being able to stay healthy. It's everything. It's not just Wentz. Russell Wilson, definitely top 5. Definitely top 5. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. I am missing one to round out my top 10. Because it's not Rivers. It's definitely not Stafford. I'm going to put Stafford in average. He's definitely a starting level caliber quarterback. See, now this is where I'm stuck. Like, I know Rivers is top 10 in passing yards. Tannehill, isn't he top 10 in touchdowns, passing touchdowns? This is when it's hard. It's like it's rounding out the top 10. This is what I was trying to avoid. Rounding out the top 10. Because I feel like there's a lot of quarterbacks that are like, it's debatable. Like I know one of my boys, he's gonna say he should be down here, right? I know one of my boys is gonna say that. And like these aren't ordered, by the way. I tried my best to order them, but it's not ordered. It's hard. Like, why is Zach here? He hasn't even played, right? So it's hard to order. You guys let me know what your top 10 is down in the comment section below. Let me know what your top 10 is. You guys keep having a hard time doing it. It could be Phillip Rivers. It could be Tannehill. You know, you could even do something like this. Oh, where is he? Oh. Yeah, you could even do something like that, right? Yeah, this might have to be it. But a lot can change going into week 17. Like, these two guys are playing for a spot in the playoffs. So is he, but he's hurt. He's locked in, but he's hurt. Eliminated, fighting for a spot. Like, he has a lot to prove. That's why I'm just going to leave him at the end. He has a lot to prove. He's pretty much done in Detroit. He's probably done in Atlanta. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. Failed experiment. He's probably done in Las Vegas. Let's say Las Vegas. If you include the two, since they're both playing, I think they're below average. At least stat wise, obviously they're definitely below average. I don't even. Let me put it like this. Or honestly, you can put Wentz here. Because I know people are going to talk to me like, yo, he's 4-9-1. How is he down there? And since they're fighting for a playoff spot, I'm going to put him here. Right? These guys are all done. Well, the Giants are fighting for a playoff spot, so I'll leave him there. Just for the simple fact they're fighting for a playoff spot, I'll leave him there. I think this is pretty accurate in terms of who's trash. Yeah, these guys are trash. Not even bottom tier. They're just... No, okay. Trash. They're just bottom tier. Alright, let's get that straight. Trash. I feel like the top 7 were easy to rank. But then the last 3, they were hard to settle with. But you let me know what your top 10 is. Let me know what you guys think about my top 10. I think the top 5 is accurate. You might want to switch Lamar for Deshaun Watson. You can even do this. Maybe even this. Actually, no. Herbert has looked way better than Kyle Murray. With the consistency thing. Herbert has just looked way better. So maybe you can do this. Yeah, I think that's good. You know what? I'm going to include some bias as a Patriots fan. And Brady's still my guy, too. I'm going to put Brady 5th. You got Lamar, Deshaun, Herbert, just ignore Tyrod Taylor, Kyle Murray, and Ryan Tannehill. Let me screenshot this. I'll screenshot it afterwards. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't be too upset. It's my opinion. I tried to even say why I put him there. And it's also, you gotta keep in mind, it's also in comparison with everybody else, right? Like, wow, why do you have Matthew Stafford there? Look at his stats. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but he doesn't, to me, he just doesn't look better than any of these guys, right? That's just an example. But yeah, also have a happy new year. Stay safe. Peace.